All right, so we have everything over there. We have our tea kettle. We're gonna do a weird one, John, and this is a fun trick that I learned to try and make this work without burning your fingers too bad. I'm gonna bring the cocktail back over. We're gonna actually use our jigger because we only want 3 ounces. But as you hold it, I want you to you're gonna kind of hold it like this, as if it's a champagne flute. And then that way the heat won't hurt your hands. But you're gonna go 1.5 ounces twice into the top part of your jigger. And we don't have the same tension, so you got to make sure you hold it there yourself.
So how much total did you just put in?
I put 3 ounces total of hot water in.
Of hot water. Any advice if you don't have a gooseneck kettle?
Yes. I would still try and do 3 ounces. If you could try and do that, do you have, is there a smaller glass that you can pour that in?
Yeah, great idea.
That's usually the best way to have a little bit more control over it.
Get a second mug of the same kind.
And while John gets that ready, I don't know if everybody remembers or not, mug in the microwave! Underbrand Tech, that's the way we do it. Whatever it takes to get a warm mug of this, that will work as well, even if you had to put a little bit of lukewarm water in it to get it there. But as I was saying, you remember that lemon peel that we set aside earlier, John?
Yes. Ooh,
we're gonna
use it now?
We are. We get a second use out of it this time. And the best part is that the oil that we expressed earlier is technically missing from this, but the hot water is going to help us express just a little bit more out of it.
Amazing.
So I'm going to start, while John's getting his stuff, I'm going to start doing a quick expression, but this time, remember how I told John to just do a vertical expression the last time to keep some of those oils in? We only need a little bit for the pear jackrabbit. This one, let's do a vertical and a twist to get a little bit extra out, even if that doesn't put it into the drink necessarily. It's on the skin on the outside, and then we're going to drop that in to this toddy. And then we're going to go crazy because I talked to everybody already about the perception of oils and flavors, right? We talked about lemon and orange, and if you start with that lemon, you tend to pick up sweeter flavors. And if you start with the orange, you tend to pick up more tart flavors first. Lemon oleosaccharum would be fantastic for this cocktail. You're right. It'd be a nice, easy thing. But we'd also want to integrate that. I personally still want that honey introduced, and I still want the ginger introduced. So we'd have to modify the ginger syrup to be able to make that happen. And then we'd still have to include the honey, and then worry about the sweetness level just a little bit, because of that oleo is fantastic, but it's still just a sugar and oil derived product. So we would have to shift gears slightly just to make sure that we have the same balance that we're going to get from this. So John, I'm going to grab my orange peel now, and it doesn't have to be pretty because, again, we're sinking this into the glass. It's swimming around there with clove and cinnamon and another lemon peel. Just a quick expression, and we can see, I should have done that for the camera here. Let's see if I can get one more out of it. One more quick expression to affect the top of the cocktail. You can actually see it, and we'll slowly drop it in. And here we are. So John, the last thing we're going to do is turn around right behind you and grab your bar spoon, and let's give it one last stir just before we drink it, because by the time we got here, some of the things could settle. And that's going to be our last integration. Last up is just the cheers, sir. That's our favorite part.
I wish you could see it. It looks great. I'm going to get some of those glasses. Cheers.
Cheers.
You will be the thumbnail photo today.
What do you think about the
Oh my
nose?
Gosh. What's up? Well, the nose is great. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. I would just went straight to the flavor. It's just so much boozier and juicier than your average hot toddy.
It's much more rich and in depth, and as everybody saw,
Rich, yeah.
it takes a lot more. I mean, it's going to take more work, right? But I feel like the work is worth it. I'm tasting everything that's warming me and making me feel better, and that's when I think of a toddy, that's what I want. I want that comfort, I want that spice. I want it filling up my chest. It reminds me of my grandparents giving me, when I was sick, hot whiskey, honey, lemon to try and get you to sleep and make you feel better. That doesn't say much there, huh?
Oh, and the more I have of it, the spice from the ginger syrup.
Well done, sir. Thank you.